Yo guys, welcome guys back to the Beetle Race F1. Today we are going to be going to the British Grand Prix. And other than that, we are in the lead of the championship. Verstappen is in P6 after Azerbaijan Baku. And then we won the race. We've so far won the race in Bahrain and Baku, so that's really good for us. Now other than that, let us get into qualifying. Okay, so now we're just in qualifying. I'm just going to use the balanced default setup for this track because that's probably for me the best setup for this track. And I just start this lap, and just to let you know, this lap wasn't really good at all. Many mistakes and it was horrible. I'm going to skip the lap to the end. Nothing that much of a big deal. We qualify about P11. It's not even a good start for a Red Bull, so Red Bull 2021 Red Bull should be at least top 5 in the start, but we're not. So underperforming from myself here, so it's my fault.
We're all ready for tomorrow's race, but before we begin, let's have a quick look at those who will be fronting the grid. Bottas, Verstappen and Lewis Hamilton. Goodbye for now then, but we're really just getting started. Make sure to join us again for Lights Out tomorrow. Great Britain then, one of only 2 countries to have held a Grand Prix in every single year of the Formula One World Championship. And the circuit extends that record further for today's Grand Prix. Straddling the border of Northamptonshire and Buckinghamshire, the 18 corners of the Silverstone circuit form the 3.6-mile beating heart of Formula One. It's been reinvented over the years, with Turn 1 now the fast right-hander of Abbey, but the magic of racing is as strong here as it's ever been. And as always, a man with plenty of racing experience joins me in the commentary box. Today it's Anthony Davidson. Tell me, Ant, you're no stranger to surviving the melee of Turn 1, so how do you keep out of trouble when there's so much going on around you?
Well, the throttle goes both ways, Crofty. You've got to have the discipline not to try and win the race on the first lap, so always be prepared to lift early and give those around you more space. Trying to be the last of the late breakers with half a dozen cars around you may pay off from time to time, but it's also a great way to lose your front wing.
Before we begin, let's take a quick look at the grid lineup for today's race. Good job yesterday from Valtteri Bottas. The Finn starts from pole position, edging out Max Verstappen, who'll start from P2. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have Hamilton, Ricciardo, Lando Norris and Leclerc, Sainz, Gasly, Fernando Alonso and Esteban Ocon, a Red Bull, Vettel, Yuki Tsunoda and Stroll, Raikkonen, Giovinazzi, George Russell and Mick Schumacher, Latifi and Nikita Mazepin. Now, it's almost time for Lights Out, so let's go down to the track.
Okay, this is the team's home race. We're all relying on you to impress today.
Alright guys, it's about to go lights out in the Silverstone for the British Grand Prix. It's 5 lights out and it's lights out to the way we go here at Silverstone. We've had a really good start there. Not the best way, it's a good start at least now. Alonso's ahead of us, Ocon. When we go down the inside, we can get 2 Alpines at once. Yes, we can. We get past Ocon and Alonso, but now Ocon's going to fight us back. And we get ahead of a few cars there. And that was Sainz and Gasly we have overtaken already. And Gasly ahead of Carlos Sainz coming through turn 3, I believe. And now we're behind Charles Leclerc using my ERS coming through these few corners. And then we've had a brilliant start actually. Up to P7, to P11 within just the start. So that's a really good move on Charlotte there. Now coming to crop sets, no crashes with Red Bull and Mercedes this weekend out in Silverstone in lap 1, and so no crash was happening. Hamilton like in real life. Not now chasing up the Charlotte. We don't have the pace right now, the slipstream, and the Ferrari just looks way quicker on the straight. I'm really surprised to even say that. Like that we're doing 5-lap races with the softs, it's kind of hard, but other than that, yeah, the Ferrari just has more pace than us. Fast lap would be nice, but I don't think we even set the first lap, to be honest. Now entering lap number 2. Past the amazing building there, the new U1. I don't know why this track is just amazing. The British Grand Prix track there was just amazing. Silverstone is a really good track. Obviously, it's one of the two tracks which have actually been there in the running since F1, and has hosted has hosted a race in all of F1's championship seasons. So that's something special about Silverstone. I think Monaco also is one of the two tracks. The other second track, which hosted all the races so far in the F1 championship. I don't know anymore actually, because Monaco didn't go in 2021 due to COVID, so no sad. But now getting closer to Charles Leclerc right now. We're getting right behind him, we're getting the reception, and we go over the curve, but that's our chances messed up. And now coming into lap 4, Sainz is going to get past us, and he just has the better pace. The both of your eyes just better in the straight line speed. I don't know how, and we go really wide to there, and we get exceeded track limit, and we go try to fight this position back actually down inside of Sainz. And I don't know, you see how much I'm struggling absolutely with the grip of the tires. A lot of oil straight through the corners. And yeah, so final up anyway, so let's just finish this off. You know, to back into my good Sainz gets past us, and yeah, and we make contact there. I lose control of the car almost. And now Pierre Gasly, the AlphaTauri will be coming to this corner, and we are also getting on Sainz a little bit of deception. They know DRS, and Gasly trying to go for a move on us. We make contact. Gasly, the AlphaTauri is trying to overtake a Red Bull. Who knows what happened by doing that? It's going to be Valtteri Bottas. He's going to win the race. Verstappen, I believe. Hamilton behind him, I'm pretty sure. That's going to be P8 from P11 for us. Not a great ride at all.
That's the end of the race.
Let's just do better in Spa next race onwards. And other than that, yeah. Thanks for watching the video.
And Mercedes have pulled off a great victory here today. Tell me, Ant, how did they manage to achieve this win?
Well, they certainly stood out as a driver with tons of confidence on the track. I think their ability to keep their cool, even during some of the more hectic parts of the race, meant they were able to capitalise on the mistakes of other drivers, giving them the opportunity to make their way to the top spot with ease.
And I can see the drivers starting to approach the podium for the victory celebrations. A real team victory today. Everybody played their part. Congratulations then to Mercedes, your race winners today. Our championship leader is still sat at the top of the standings, but their rivals have made up some solid ground today. Let's focus on the driver of the day. Anthony Davidson, who do you pick?
For me, the Red Bull driver was the class of the field today. There was a lot going on all down the field, but they were the only one who I really felt maximised their potential.
It's time to see how things are shaping up in the Constructors' Championship. There was also a strong showing from the Mercedes team today as they make their way up the standings. After an event like that, who knows what the sport has in store for us next time? Be sure to join us again as we continue to bring you the latest excitement in Formula One.
And good race from Max Verstappen closing a gap in the championship. Some points at least for the constructors. For the first time this season, both of us finishing up on bottom and that in the same race. I hope you guys enjoyed the Big F1 video. If you did, leave a like, video, subscribe. Thanks for watching the Big F1 video. Hope you enjoyed the Big F1 video. I'll see you in the next Big F1 video in Spa for part 5 of the career mode. And thanks for watching the Big F1 video, and I'll see you in the next Big F1 video. Thanks for watching the Big F1 video.